As I mentioned previously, we're working on some upgrades for the 4Runner, and today we're working on changing out the headlights and the taillights. I'll explain why in just a minute. This is going to be like a full install video where I'm walking you through every single step. There's plenty of videos out there already. I just want to show some of the process and what we're doing to the car and some of the challenges that we faced with this install. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video if you want to see how the lights turned out when we turn them on at night, because they look freaking sick. Alright, so today we are installing some new lights on the 4Runner. We got the Morimoto headlights, taillights, and third brake light. Brittany's been looking at them for a while, and we noticed on our last trip to Utah that the headlights just seemed kind of dim. They weren't looking that great, weren't very bright, especially in the really dark areas. So we felt it was time to upgrade those, and it's Black Friday, so why not? So she kind of went for it, and we are going to be installing it for the rest of the day. So we went with the Morimoto XB headlights. Everything that Brittany had read in this one was super positive, like they were really bright. Most importantly, they looked really good on the 4Runner, so we wanted to upgrade the look of it. All the lights came packaged really well protected, wrapped in plastic. I mean, as you'd expect for something like this, because these lights were definitely not cheap.
Oh, they're pretty. No, thank you, Morimoto. Thank you.
Since we're going to do the front and rear lights, the 4Runner has an option also to change the third tail light. So it was a simple add-on. It was fairly inexpensive, and it just kind of makes everything look more cohesive.
She's a looker.
The old one looks like a basic reflector. This thing. Ready to get it?
Yeah. It clicked in pretty easy.
Yeah. And then it's just 2 screws, right?
Yeah, you keep your original OEM screws. Click. Place. I forgot my screwdriver. Hold on.
And then probably the taillights, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I need to test it, make sure it works.
Alright, good call. Yeah, it works. Party.
So
New toys.
Oh, shoot.
Removing the taillights was a little tricky. There's a few clips behind it that basically hold it onto the frame. We were having a little bit of a challenge just loosening those and popping it off, even though in some of the other videos we watched, people were basically just like, just wiggle and pull, and like it didn't come off that easily, but we had to use a plastic pry tool to kind of loosen up a little bit in certain spots, but we eventually were able to get those taillights off.
Little hands.
No, it's one off.
You should get the spider.
The spider? Yeah, I can't believe there's a spider in there. I don't know if it's even gonna pick it up. That's crazy.
We're gonna put it out to pasture.
Bye, little spider.
Bye, buddy.
Alright, one light off. That's not too bad, but
Kind of annoying. Leave the plastic on. Keely from the back, like so. Honey.
looking nice.
She's so pretty, like my dog.
That's the right one, right?
I think so. Okay.
The new taillights prepped and ready, and we're installing them. Again, these little clips on the frame were a little challenging to line up perfectly to get it, you know, snapped on correctly. So we get like 2 of them in, and then like the bottom one or the side one wouldn't get in. So it just took a little like wiggling and finesse to get it to kind of fit perfectly.
These dirty, dirty pins.
You sure you don't want the pry tool?
I don't want it. I don't want to scratch the car. Ugh. I don't know how he did it. It's just like...
You tell me when you want some help.
Shut up. I love you. I'm sorry. I give. All right.
The second one's off. These clips are annoying. That one, you need a little pry tool. These ones were very annoying. That was really stuck for some reason.
They also have a lot of dust in there, like
the dust
built up.
Seals from the water. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, like this stuff is nasty.
Yeah, that's not coming off unless we really clean it.
It smells.
That one was more of a pain, but it's off now, and install should be a little easier.
Yeah, go team.
Full taillight, blinker. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So bright too. Overall, the rear tail lights were much easier. Easy access from inside the back door to the wiring, and then basically just pop it out, pop it back in, plug it in, and you were done. So much easier than the front, which I'll get to in a second. Okay, so we got the tail lights done, and now we're on to the front, which is already looking like it's gonna be a lot more work.
I'm scared.
Just more bolts and clips and pieces.
Yeah. Take your time.
We'll be all right. We got time.
Take your time.
Yeah.
God damn. God damn.
Is there another bolt down there?
I can't remember now. I feel like I need to Oh, I need to do this one.
As expected, these little plastic clips pretty much all broke. They're just brittle. This is a 2019 4Runner, so I guess that's how long it takes for them to dry up and break.
Snap.
So we'll have to order new sets of those and then snap this thing back on. I did end up actually filming a lot of this part because I had to remove pieces and get the old parts off, and it was much easier with two hands because everything was just, all the parts were so much bigger in this on the front end. We weren't expecting to remove as much as we had to for the front. I was thinking that, you know, maybe there's some trim we have to remove off and take the bolts off and just kind of pop the headlights out. But front upper grille piece, which was kind of in the way too, so we had to remove that piece. Just completely remove the bumper, so we had the bumper like fully loosened up and just kind of sagging off. It wasn't completely removed, but we had to get it pretty loose to be able to access everything behind it and get the lights in and out. Old lights are out, whole bumper's apart. Got some new fang lights installed. Now for the real ones. Really cool things with the Morimoto headlights is they come with these pre-programmed keys, and I'm missing the black one because we have the black ones installed on the lights right now. So it's a plug. These plugs will give you different options for your headlights as far as the daytime running lights. You can have either amber or white, and the startup sequence. When you start the car, it has a really cool startup sequence on the light, which I'll show you guys at the end of the video. You can have it where it's sequential or fade off, and you know these all have different combinations of white or amber and fade off and sequential. So we ended up going with the black ones, which had the amber daytime running lights and the sequential startup sequence and turn signals, which was our favorite out of the bunch. So those are the ones we went with, but it's still pretty cool that they give you this option to customize it based on your own personal preference in the same headlight. Almost got one in here. Couple screws hopefully, and we're good.
Guys, we got so much to tell you.
A little tight to install, and sort of pushed out little parts of the bumper trim where it came together. We haven't been able to get it like perfectly like seamless like how it was, so it's definitely still pushing out in some areas, and I think we're gonna go back and try and like loosen things up and see if we can get everything snapped together a little tighter, and then just retighten down the headlights, and hopefully that solves the problem. Okay, it's clearly taking a lot longer than expected. So we got one almost installed, we're working on the second one, and then we got to make sure everything works. It was much more involved than we had originally expected. we're by no means experts at doing this. We just enjoy learning ourselves. So it wasn't super difficult. It was just time consuming, and it just became late in the day and was getting dark, and it became harder to see everything. So it became a little more challenging. We learned a lot about the front end of the car and how everything went together. So I think it's definitely a good learning exercise for us. And now if we have to change something or fix something in the future, we know where everything's at. So once we're done and power everything on, the lights look super sick. It was so worth the upgrade and the cost. Just go ahead and check it out. These lights are bright and really well made. The yellow running lights look so great on the car. There's some topo design detail on the inside of the light on the sides, which adds a really nice extra little unique detail. And just the overall construction and the color, they just look fantastic. So yeah, if you have a 4Runner, I know they make them for other cars too, but if you have a 4Runner, I highly recommend the Morimoto headlights. They are great, they're super bright. See the headlights in action a little bit, go ahead and check out my video from Moab where we did Hurrah Pass. That was the first time we really got to see them in action after we installed them, and a great place to test them because it's super dark out there, and it made a world of difference compared to our previous trip out to Utah where we had the old headlights. It was night and day, so go check that video out. Let me know what you think, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.